And I'm your host, Greg Eel, the Culture Change Agent. First, I want to say thank you so much for your support last week. That video has been amazing. The comments, the feedbacks, the messages, I really do appreciate it. But this week, the theme, the core of what I want to discuss today before I get into my action plan for the week is belief. Belief. This is going to be one of my most personable, honest videos ever. And if you're not struggling with anything, if you have no obstacles right now in your life, in your journey right now, then you can just go ahead and wait till my next week's video, because we're going to be talking about something different. But this video specifically is for those that have a dream, that have a goal, and they have been putting in the work and they haven't been seeing the results. They've been asking the right questions, seeking feedback, making adjustments, spending their money, spending their time, putting their whole life into something, and they see it fall apart, not work. And I want to share a snippet of my journey because so many people, they've seen me on TV. You see the videos of me speaking. You see the videos of some LinkedIn posts going viral for the podcast, and thank y'all for allowing and sharing my content. You see the books, signing books and autographing and stuff like that. Things are going well. You see, man, that young guy, you see he's doing some good things. And I appreciate the messages. I appreciate all that. But I want to take y'all back 5 years ago, right? It was a time in my life. It was my senior year after my 5th year, and I was at my parents' house, at the crib, after I had a successful entertainment company. This is after I was named face of campus of my institution. This is after I worked for the mayor. This is after I became, or I thought I knew who I was. So I'm gonna roll this footage. This is when everything hit rock bottom, and I actually have some footage of where my mind was at, where my mindset, how lost I thought I was, and everything else. And I'm gonna play this footage, and I want y'all to just watch it real quick. And this is honestly, I thought I would never share this, especially not now. I would think I would wait like into the year where I have like a TV special or something big and have like a whole documentary about it. But I said, man, it's the perfect time now, because one of my gifts is honesty and transparency. So I just want to really paint the picture on, if you're going through something, how you can get out of it. And I got 3 steps, but before I get to those 3 steps, I want to show y'all where I was, give you some hope, so hopefully some excitement, and most importantly a blueprint, because yo, you can do it, you will get through it. So watch this video, I'm going to come right back with some points. I thought I deleted this, but that's the picture. I mean, it's what it was today, July 26th. And I'm blessed right now. I just want to take this video, so if you're privileged enough to see this, you're not me, then that means I really respect you and I love you, and it gives you a chance to kind of see in my eyes. But things could be better. I made a lot of mistakes, and I let depression and lack of faith get me back into one of my moods again. And it's been about, honestly, six months. 6 months of hardcore depression and questioning myself, questioning God, questioning my friends, and for what? Because God could take my life right now, any day, and He would look me in my eyes and say, "What have you done with your life in your time on earth? What are you doing now? What's been up?" And I look him in his eyes, and I said, "I've been ungrateful and feeling as if I deserve something, or I'm entitled to something." No. Moses suffered 40 plus years of his life. So just because I had a couple bad things, or a couple things I didn't expect to happen, or plans didn't go my way, doesn't give me a right to go into a funk and go into a mood and to lose contact with my friends and individuals that love me. And knowing that it's not about me. If I die right now, if I die today, the world will go on. My mother will continue to live. My brother, my friends, family, they'll mourn me, but 15, 20 minutes after, they continue to live. And the world don't stop because of you. You're not that special. The world doesn't revolve around myself, and I never got over that. I never had humility. I always said I had to put any time in life, if you have to say you have something, then 9 times out of 10 you don't. Integrity, character, that's one thing I lacked. I was a politician. I told you what you wanted to hear, said it in a good way, so you could smile and be like, oh, that guy's good, but in my heart, it wasn't. But I know that this is just a phase, something I have to go through in my life, and hopefully to make a change for the better. No. If 5 years go from now, I'm still but if I don't have a mentor, what if I don't get $1 million? What if people don't just think I'm the best thing since sliced bread? That doesn't matter. So, thank y'all for listening. Thank you, Greg, for recording this. And so now you have proof that things do happen, but you're gonna turn around. And guys, like, I let it get me off track for months, almost a year. Like, I'm gonna live forever. Every time I watch that video, I almost come to tears. Because I was at a low place. I was by myself. All my belief was gone. I felt that everything was crumbling around me. I felt that nobody had my support. I came so far in my journey of what I thought. I did everything I was supposed to do. And it all crumbled. Sleeping at my parents' house for 6 months. No phone, no access to the world. I had a phone, but it wasn't on, so that's how I was able to take the video. And I didn't know how I was going to recover, but something in my head, I had some type of belief that I was going to get through this, and I wanted to document this journey because I know somebody was going to be struggling. And once I found out my niche again, once I remembered my genius, I knew somebody was going to be struggling, and they were going to look and see what I was doing, and they'd be like, yo, he can't understand because he didn't come from where I was come from. I cannot get there because I'm so low right now. Everything around me is crumbling. I got bad credit. I have no money. My friends are deserting me. Nobody is checking for me anymore. Like, I'm all by myself. I don't know who I can relate to because I thought I was the only one. Yeah, I read biographies and I read the books of the greats and they went through stuff, but I didn't see it online. I didn't have any footage. I just heard their mouths. I thought I was the only one, so I said, yo, at the end of the day, even if I kill myself, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to document this process, and either A, I'm not going to make it, or B, I'm going to be uber successful, and then people are going to see where I started from and my mentality and how broken I was, and to see what I can become. And I'm glad, hopefully, you realize where I was at and where I am now. I'm not, trust me, I got a long way to go. I got a long way to go. But these 3 principles help me get to where I need to be. The first principle is, and I think I just already said it, I had to realize I was not the only one. I was not the first person in the world to go through what I was going through. Alienated myself. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't go out. I didn't leave the house. All I was surrounded was for negativity in that time. And that was the worst thing I could have done. But when I realized that, hey, I'm not the only one. I can talk to my mother. I can talk to my friends. I can try to talk to someone else. And that was the first step to kind of realize it, because those people are like, yo, Greg, here's what I really see in you. Greg, I haven't disowned you. I'm praying for you. Oh, you need money? Here's money. Oh, you need this? Here's this. And that's what started me to get to where I needed to go. So that was the first step. Realizing I was not the only one. Seeking a group of people. Seeking a person individually. Telling my story, what I was going through, to somebody. I wasn't selfish with what I was going through, because there's always somebody in every circle, whether it's online, whether it's face-to-face, that can help you, that will help you, that's been through the same things. So that was my first step. The second step, this is important. Keep a praise file. That's why I love when y'all send me messages, when y'all send me tweets. It's not for vanity. It's because some days I feel like, man, when is this speaker thing, when am I going to be 5,000 a pop? Why are people coming at me for $100 here, $200 here? Why when I say 2,500 people are like, I don't know. And when I got to 2,500, why when I say 3,500 people are like, he maybe 25. Why is my views or my YouTube channel not skyrocketing? Why is this? And then I have to realize some moments of self-doubt, I go back to those praise files. I'll go back to 5 years ago when the mother was like, yo, thank you for allowing my son to come through the summer camp. I look back at those pictures and all those people that supported the vision of the summer camp. People donated over $4,000 the first year of Four Quarters basketball just because I asked. These are friends that donated their own money to a person that's never done a basketball camp and donated. And I go back through all these messages, all these pictures, and I realize that, yo, not only do I matter, but if I don't do what I need to do, it's affecting other people beside me. It isn't just me, so I just challenge you, hey, keep a praise file. If somebody sent you a positive text message, if a picture of somebody or something that you impacted, like, always remember the greatness that you've already done. Don't discredit yourself and act like you've never done anything good. Don't discredit yourself, act like you never meant something to somebody. Don't discredit yourself as if that you don't matter, that you don't, nobody cares and all that stuff. Do not do yourself a disservice. So always keep a praise file so you can remember. And the third thing, document your journey. In my instance, I documented visually because somewhere in my heart I knew I was going to get it out of that pit. And I wanted to be an advocate, I wanted to be a trailblazer, I wanted to be a role model and example for somebody that was going through. But you, that might not be your calling. Maybe you need to write a blog about it, maybe you need to write in your journal, but write how you're feeling. Write what you're going through. Write it down, because guess what? It's a storm. You're going to get through it. I know everybody said that. It's a storm. You're going to get through it. But I want you, when you get through it, to realize and remember how you felt. So you can see how much you've grown, so you can affirm that in your soul and that spirit. But most importantly, so you can share and help somebody else. Because all this means nothing. This YouTube stuff, the speaking stuff, the podcast stuff, the culture change agent stuff, all that means nothing if I'm not helping other people get to where they need to go. And that doesn't mean I'm charging $10,000 an hour to get somebody to go. No, I'm not even on that. I'm talking about in passing, the cashier at the market. I'm talking about the people on the corner. I'm talking about the people that are in your space daily. Like, if I'm not serving in some capacity, if my life is not a model, but all I'm giving is advice, but my life doesn't add up, that means nothing. So I just challenge you, do those three things. First, remember you're not the only one. Second, have a praise file. Third, keep a journal when you're going through it, because when you get out of that tunnel, when you make it to where you need to go, you need to remember where you came from, right? But so much so that you can be that shining example, that trailblazer. You see it right here, that trailblazer to help people get to that next level, all right? Well, this is the part of the show, and I wanted to be clear because people have been commenting and people have been sending me messages. Every weekly Thrive Report is two components. The first component is a theme, probably a motivational message, maybe some real talk, I don't know. The second component is me to break down the great things that happen, lessons learned, and all that good stuff for the week. So let's get the great things that happen. First, the product came in. Minority Trailblazer hoodies came in. I got some t-shirts. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Now when I shoot videos, I can wear my brand, and that's it. Second great thing that happened. We had our first official team meeting for the Minority Trailblazer Conference. I have 2 dynamic women on the squad. They're going to be helping bring this event to life. March 2018. You can sign up for more information at minoritytrailblazer.com. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Like, it was... to have so many people on my team that's so different from me, and they're just, it's gonna be popping. If you're not there, if you're not in the building, shame on you. Third great thing, I got invited in the beginning of August to talk at the Entrepreneurship Summit in South Carolina with a good friend of mine, and I'm just excited because I have so many things I want to share as far as with marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, copy, all that stuff, because I see so many entrepreneurs that are missing the boat. So many, not even entrepreneurs, the change in general are missing the boat. So I can't wait to share some tips, some tools to over 100 entrepreneurs that are hungry. More information is coming. It's going to be in South Carolina. I think it's only $20, and I'm going to be raising it for, I think, 30 minutes to an hour. So you got to be there. I'm going to give everything that I have. I can't wait. My one area for improvement this week is running. People call me the running man. I run usually every morning at 4:30 a.m., 5 miles. But the last 2 weeks, I've just been so consumed with the NBA Finals. Shout out to KD and them and other things that I haven't been running. So I plan on getting back into it. My recommended tool or resources is for my people out there that have a small business or curating a brand. It's called Artuplenet. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it is a social media image maker where it creates custom thumbnails for certain platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so that when you post a link to a article or whatever, the picture matches the link. It fits inside the square. Because a lot of people post links online, the picture's all like looking off, as we would call it, flicked. It looks crazy. So this app or this website allows you to upload your pictures and crop it so that when you upload a post online, it actually looks clickable and not something that people say discard, remove, or delete. It's really important for your entrepreneurs out there. My big takeaway of the week, last week was value your energy. This week is value your time. And I say that in this context. This summer I am making the leap from a hustlepreneur to an entrepreneur. Hustlepreneur are people that they have the hustle, they have the grip, they have the platform, but they don't use business sense. Entrepreneur, they use real business sense, they make real money, they charge what they're worth, and they hustle. My one goal for next week is to finally confirm the venue for the Minority Trailblazer Conference. I've been working with Durham Visitors Bureau, and majority of the big cities actually have a Visitors Bureau where free of charge, they work with me on soliciting proposals to all the local venues and all the hotels on my behalf because they want to bring business into the city. So next week we should be able to lock down the conference so we can go ahead and put up the tickets and get things rocking. And last but not least, one thing I need you to do, leave your comment below of what makes you unique. The reason why I ask, so many people, they're trying to get jobs, they're trying to blow up speaking, they're trying to write books, and I ask them, what makes you unique? Well, I'm trying to help people, I'm trying to serve. That's not it. What is your story? You don't got to put your whole story below, but what specific thing makes you unique from every single person in this world? Because I guarantee we all have different fingerprints. We all have something to offer. We all have a story. What is that one thing that makes you unique? Put it below, and that's it. So that's all. We out of here. Have a great, phenomenal Monday, and thank you for tuning in. Oh, last but not least, I have a few announcements. We are going on a summer 2017 Minority Trailblazer live tour. We are hitting Charlotte, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Brooklyn, New York, and Washington, D.C. Dates are coming soon, but make sure, be aware, be in the building. It's going to be electric. I'm interviewing one guest, and then we're having a networking event after, which I guarantee is going to be very intentional. I can't wait. I can't wait to share the dates, and I look forward to seeing you soon, all right? Take all these feelings and go. Is that recording? Take all these feelings and go. I can kind of sing, right? You hear that? Yeah, I can't sing. You wild, man.